Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm the Coins Monster. What's up guys? Thank you for tuning in. Today I'm going to make some time to do a short live, alright? Because there are plenty of videos to be recorded. So I'm going to focus on those because the market does not have as many updates to give at this very moment, because all the trades that were posted in the trading group have taken off since their bottoms. Alright, so there are no clear-cut entries. We just have to be patient. But I thought it was very important to do a live today because I have found something interesting on Bitcoin that is currently playing out and could also play out in the next coming days, maybe a week or two. Alright, let's get into it. First, I'm gonna say hi in the chat room. See who's in here with me. Hi Lynn, hope you're doing okay. Type in number 1 if you can see my screen clearly and you can hear my sound okay. Alright, it's very important I get the message across to you clearly. Alright. Alright, that's brilliant. Thank you, Lynn. Alright, so what I'm seeing on Bitcoin right now is a very, very strong bounce. Alright, you actually nailed the bounce exactly from 33k, 34k. Alright, so what is happening in Bitcoin is the fact that it has been playing out this little fractal from 2018, okay, and it has played that fractal out almost to perfection. I will not say perfectly, I will say almost to perfection. Okay, so here we go. Overlaying this, you can see it plays out from the top to the bottom, and it deviated slightly, okay? Its deviation point was this double bottom. We did not get this double bottom, okay? Instead, it decided to bounce up and break the 55 moving average. Now, I do not use the 50 moving average, I use the 55, okay? To me, that is more accurate. It's just my trading style. Now, I do not want to enforce that onto anyone, but 55 to me has been a lot accurate. Alright, now the next moving average, the yellow one, is the 200. I want you to keep this in mind, okay, what I'm about to show you. This little fractal is no longer valid, okay, to the upside. I mean, it was valid to the downside, but to the upside it isn't anymore because it has deviated now. Alright, now the only way it can be valid if it just starts, Bitcoin starts to drop and it comes back down to 37 or 40k. Okay, in between that range, if it comes down right now, only then it will be valid. Alright, but there's something interesting though that I found out on Bitcoin is I think the whales and the market makers are playing games with us. Alright. Oh, Jesse B, my man, thanks for coming in, buddy. Dude, I know you're busy, but I really appreciate you taking the time. I don't care if it's 5 minutes, I don't care if it's a second, but I really appreciate the support that you give and just come in and say hi, alright? I love you, man. Alright, so your sweet TA, my man, is coming right here. Alright, like I was saying before, the market makers are playing games, right? So they deviated us from this 2018 fractal. Alright, now what I'm seeing right now is this little thing right here, overlaying this fractal onto the current position in Bitcoin. Okay, now take a look at this. Take a look at this. Now I asked you guys to keep the 200-day moving average in mind, okay, because it looks like Bitcoin wants to hit 47,000. Okay, it does want to hit that 47,000. Now the only way it can actually do that is if this fractal is in play. All right, and that's almost to 200-day moving average. Okay, that's where the main resistance line is. Okay, let's extend this a bit so you can see clearly. That's exactly where the resistance zone is. Okay, now it'll be very curious to see this fractal from May, June and July in 2021 to play out right now. Okay, I personally think this is a trick they're trying to post on us. Okay, now most people might miss it. I pray to God I'm wrong and a Bitcoin only bounces from 37 and 38, maybe even just 40. I don't mind it at all. All right, but that's only because I want the alt season to come here sooner. Okay, and not having to worry about waiting for a retrace to get some entries and all that. Okay, but this is a strong possibility. Okay, I will say this though, this is a strong possibility, and if this happens, there is a chance we go back down towards 29 and 30k, back to the lows from July. Okay, I've been speaking about double bottom a lot this cycle, or since the channel started, but that's because that's what Bitcoin has done all cycle. Okay, so you see we had double bottom here, and we had a double bottom here, even in downtrends, double bottom, double bottom, double bottom, double bottom. Here is the double bottom that's lacking. Okay, so if this fractal does play out for us, we might just get the double bottom we're looking for, but it will mean we set new lows. It bounced from 32k, it might just go back and set low to 30k. Okay, now don't get me wrong, I'm still not bearish. Even if it goes down to 29k, I will not be bearish. I will still say it's going up to 56k because that's my plan and that's what I see on the charts. Okay, I'm not bearish at all. I'm just pointing out something interesting that I saw. Now why I'm saying this today is because of the Elliott waves. Okay, now this is taught to me by one of the guys I follow, and really smart dude, ridiculously smart. I mean, it's insane. Okay, so we're gonna start from the top at 69k, right? So that's this drop. The first drop is the wave 1. It goes back up to wave 2, down to wave 3 at about 44, bounces back up to 51. That's wave 4, and then comes down for a wave 5. Okay, that's 32. Now usually what happens after wave 5 is that the wave 6 goes all the way back up to the height of wave 4. Alright, so we're going to take the ABC right here. So that's wave, if this thing goes back up all the way up to the height of wave 4, alright, comes back down, and that's the final wave. Okay, so that's the ABC correction again, but it does, the wave 7 comes back down all the way to the new low. Okay, so hold on one second, let me get the arrow right here for you. Okay, so after wave 5 comes the wave 6 that goes to the height of wave 4. Okay, that's about 47k, right? And then we get the wave 7 that's down, and wave 7 typically takes out the wave 5. It sets a new low. Okay, so the low of wave 5 was 32,800 something. The new low could be 30k. Okay, now that would be a brilliant opportunity to get into the altcoins. Still, it's just a thesis because nothing is yet confirmed. I just saw this thing because it deviated from this fractal from 2018, and now I see the possibility that this fractal from May, June and July can be posted on this little thing right here. Okay, so I think this is a strong possibility, something to keep in mind, because we do not want to be caught by surprise, you know, If it drops again down to 30k, oh look what happened, we're going down to zero, the bear market is here. No, nothing like that. It's just simply the TA playing out. So just a possibility, and I'm gonna put it out there for you, so none of my subscribers, none of the people in the trading group gets in shock if this does play out. Okay, so remember, stop losses are essential, and protected capital. Okay, don't let the market makers take your money or put you in panic mode. The worst thing you can do is panic. Hey Josh, welcome man, thanks for coming in. Alright, so this is what I wanted to show you on Bitcoin. Alright, keep this in mind, because there is a chance this can play out. Now all we can do is be patient at this point, because on the daily it still has a little bit of strength left to go to the upside, and I think it just get rejected in the end. Okay, because the move was ridiculously strong on Bitcoin, and every time, look at this, the stochastics double top, every time it double tops it starts to come back down or consolidate and come back down. Okay, so we just gotta be patient, and let's see where Bitcoin bottoms. Now, double bottom, we will still get the double bottom. Okay, we will still get the double bottom. It's just we have to be patient and see. If it gets rejected from 45k, it will drop to 40k, 39k. Now if it goes to 47, that means this theory of 7 waves is going to be completing. Okay, which means a new low, or maybe just even the double bottom at 32k is in the cards. Okay, so if you miss the entries on some coins that were posted in the trading group, or even just the coins that you love, you will get an opportunity. But do not FOMO onto the green candles. Okay, never FOMO onto the green candles. Just be patient for red candles and a nice little pattern, so you can find your entry with the lowest possible indicators. That is the best thing to do at this point. Alright, so 5 waves. Wave 6 goes to the height of wave 4, and then wave 7 is capitulation, which means capitulation means typically a new low, and that's from the previous wave. Okay, so I don't think that this low right here at 28,500 is not going to be taken out. Okay, I don't believe it is. Okay, but I do think there's a big chance, if this new pattern does play out, the wave count does play out, there's a big chance that we get the double bottom on at least the same low with this new fractal right here. Okay, so I think the whales are playing games with us, and I think that's the secret that has been playing out by the market makers, and hopefully we just caught on to it, you know, because it's impossible to predict the top, it's impossible to predict the bottom. We just go with the probabilities, because TA is not an exact science. So if this is a possibility, I want to put it out there for you. Alright, yo Ozzy, my man, thanks for coming in guys, thanks for coming in. Alright, let's delete this thing, and we will jump into the altcoins, and we will see which ones will be the best to trade. Now, one coin that I want to put on your radar is GRT. Stay tuned for a price prediction video that is coming out on GRT. Okay, I just still have to do some research. I don't want to speculate or spread any hopiums, so I still have to do some work on this thing, but definitely looks like a beautiful structure to me. Alright, I will talk to you guys about it in the price prediction video, why I like it. A few more details need to be brushed up. Alright, so that's the first one. Now, the reason why I said do not FOMO into the green candles, first example is the XRP chart. Okay, look at this. It's just green candles. It's just green candles, man. This is impossible to find an entry on. Alright, best thing to do is just be patient. Let's just wait it out and see where this thing comes. Now, as I said before, in the Bitcoin thing, Bitcoin retraces, we do need a retrace, all right? I'll be honest with you, we do need a little retrace, okay? Because look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, practically for 7 days, XRP has done nothing but go up, all right? It has nothing but go up. And 55 total percentage gains that were posted in the trading group from the exact entry have been played out. Alright, so we do not buy the FOMO green candles, right? We do need to see at least a flag or something, a little consolidation with the ABC continuation patterns to make a move. Okay, simply make a move. Now, I still believe in XRP. I'm still holding my position, and I'm still trying to figure out what fractal will be the best position that can actually fit. Alright, now if Bitcoin does come down, XRP entry zones for me will be personally sitting about here. Okay, multiple buys though, multiple buys. So I would ladder up. I'll wait for this to come down anywhere it wants to bottom, like let's say 75 cents. At 75 cents I would make my first buy. Go up again, come down again. When I see this continuation range, I'll just keep adding at the bottom of this zone right here. Okay, wherever the zone is, wherever it wants to consolidate. But I think 75 cents is definitely a possibility. That's if Bitcoin comes down though, of course, and we do need a retrace. Alright, so just gotta be patient on this. And let's see what this thing wants to do. Alright, Ozzy, you talked about SKL, right? Let's take a look at SKL. Yeah, see, all these coins are doing the same pattern. There's just no way to tell what would be the best entry right now. Okay. Now, SKL, great project, but it has been so disappointing. So disappointing, it's insane. So disappointing. But hey. Although, when I look at this, I think it can actually go back up again. At least all the way up from this price onwards, all the way up to at least 80 cents. Okay, that's what I think it can do. Now, assuming this is the bottom though, of course, right? But it does look like it's holding the lows. It can go up, but I would close my trade around 25 cents if it does decide to go up. Okay, anything above 18 to 25 cents is 25 cents is difficult, but 18 to 25 is like a sell zone. Okay, now 20 cents, yes, would be my first target. 25 cents would be the second one. Okay, and I would close my trade at that point, or at least put my stop loss at entry or something. Okay, now SKL, from this price on, it can give about a 3x. Okay, but it's a slow moving project, so it would be just a trade. I would not personally hold it anymore. Right, it's not a hold project, it's a trade project, but it does look good because it is holding the weekly and it's done a full one-to-one retrace at this point. Okay, so it broke out from this zone, went to all-time highs, and now it's done a full 100% retrace basically. Alright, so you don't really get any better than that. 92% correction in price, 90%, that is ridiculous. For a project like this, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so the upside is huge on this one. Right, the upside is huge. Now, if you get a good entry, let's say approximately 8 cents, 9 cents, 10 cents. If you get that buy zone, I would look to sell this thing around 27 and 35 cents because that's where the 55 moving average is. Okay, so just like I told you about the 250 moving average on the bottom, it goes the same thing for the top. So they do go back up to retest it as resistance. Alright, So that's what I see for SKL. And look at this, it's just sitting right there for a breakout. Alright, so by the time this decides to go up, this moving average will come slightly down here, and it will hit, the price will hit it and get rejected to come back down and retest the trend line. Okay, so that's how it would play SKL. Alright, now let's go back down here a notch. So we got rejected by the 1, 7886, 618, 702. Heavy rejections on this thing. Yeah, so first I would definitely look to get out of it around 35 cents and just wait it out. But it does look great on the weekly. The indicators are solid. Let's see if there's a pattern here on the indicators. Yeah, it's a falling, RSI is pointing down, it's a falling knife. But once you see a bullish divergence, which I think it will print once it does this move, price range wise, I think it's gonna go up. Okay? But about 100% trade. If you have extra cash, this is the kind of trade you'd take. Okay? So that's the one, and OGN. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do though? Let's think about OGN. I'm gonna go to the Uniswap chart. Okay, this is ridiculous. It's come back down, all the way down, all the way down. I mean, this is insane how much they killed it. Okay, I mean, yeah, I would not trade this project anymore. What they do to this thing, all the way down here, it's 90% correction. Okay, I'm not saying it can't go back up again, but it's not a project that my money is worth at this point. Okay, because all the lows have been taken out. Right? All the lows have been taken out. It's ridiculously bad. There's a one back down to 37. And Bitcoin drops again. I mean, this, no telling where this will go. Yeah, this has just entered a reaccumulation phase, and God knows how long this will be for. Alright. So OGN is a bit tricky. I would leave this project alone, to be honest. I think it can go back up to 77 cents. That would be my first target. 77 cents, 90 cents. That would be my first target on this thing. See if there's a bullish divergence pattern playing out. It does look good on the weekly, and there is bullish divergence. Okay, we just need to wait and for this to confirm a bullish divergence on this thing. But it's not as clear. No, it's not strong enough. It's not strong enough. Yeah, this has entered reaccumulation. Okay, all the lows have been taken out on the weekly. This is a range bound. Okay, it's range bound. My exit would be about 70 cents. 70, 77 cents, get out. Okay. It's one of those bad trades, and how they killed this project is insane. Now, Orion Protocol is a good project, and I want to look at it again, but honestly I don't like it as much. Okay, it's just a falling knife. It's turned into a falling knife at this point. Don't know how long this can go for. Huge parabola. Now it's upside down. Okay. Do you know what? Instead of spending trades on ORN, stuff like that, I would much rather go for HTR, which still has a lot of potential to the upside. Okay, and mainly because it hasn't really done that parabola yet. All right. Yeah, that'll be a lot better project to get into. Wow, huge sell-off. Okay, see, this is what I'm talking about on Bitcoin. See how these things get rejected by the 200-day moving average? And now it's just made basically sort of a head and shoulders sideways pattern. And let's see if there's confirmation on that. No, it's a double top, kind of a head and shoulders, maybe slightly. Never know. But honestly, I think we can revisit the lows about 73 cents, 75 cents. Okay, that would be a definite possibility on HTR. Okay, my dollar cost average initial call was sitting around 50 to 70 cents. All right, I still believe it can do that. Okay, still believe it can do that. Now, the reason why I'm saying this now is because of this. This wick right here. Right, we just got rejected from 55 moving average on the weekly. Okay, so permanent hold position would be anything above this moving average. It needs to reset the lows and come back down, maybe 65 cents again. So that's where I would look to grab some HTR. Okay, unless it breaks to the upside and retests and holds it, which in that case would be 85 to 90 cents buy zone, but patience is key right now. Okay, patience is key. Reminds me, I need to sell that position. Now KDA. Man, this thing just keeps flying. That is good. That is good. So this thing might eventually just play out. Okay. I'm going to leave this fractal on. I'm going to leave this fractal on because I think this is what it is going to do. Right? Go up maybe about $12 and then come back down to consolidate. Grab it around 850, somewhere around there. That's what I would look for KDA. I didn't expect it to bounce that hard though. Wow, that's good. We'll see how this zone plays out though. Okay, we'll see how this thing plays out. And if it gets rejected, yeah, most likely either this zone or that zone. Let's go back. Let's go back on the chart. And let's see. Let's figure it out. Yeah, $11 to $12 seems going to be most likely a heavy zone. And then we have to wait and get it back on the retest. Okay, some sort of continuation pattern. And look at this. I think Bitcoin, when it retests, it's going to make all these altcoins come down in this sort of like a fractal idea, where you can see all these trends coming down, and indicators might cool off at that point. But it's way overly extended. It's still doing what I expected it to do. Kind of play out this thing right here with the histogram. And this needs to happen on the RSI. Okay, so most likely there's going to be now a bearish divergence printed on the RSI around $11 to $12, and that's where we exit the position. Actually, that's a good place to exit some position. And let's see, or just keep moving up your stop losses if you're not sure. right? But this seems to be like a heavy resistance zone. So watch for $11 and $12, okay? And just wait for re-entry. Because every time something goes up 100%, it comes back down like 50%, okay? It's no joke, it does. It's already gone up 95% since my initial call. It's gonna go up maybe another 10-15%. So 50% off of that price, or even 30%, 40%, that's good enough. So about $7-8. So grab it on the retest, okay? Alright, if you have any coins, I'll gladly take a look at those for you. Right? QRDO bounced actually pretty nicely. It just kept on going as well. But look at this. This is what I mean on KDA, right? It just kept on going, right? And it got rejected by this heavy resistance zone, right? Now, if it goes up more, it might just go up to hit the $5 resistance and then come back down. Okay, I would look for it, look to grab it around there somewhere. That's how I would play this thing. Okay. Now, yeah, it's not looking as pretty. Yeah, Ethereum's got rejected. Let's check the RSI on Ethereum. See if we have bearish divergence. Oh yeah, we do. We do. It's kind of doing around the top, like we always talk about here. Right? So there you go. So that's why I'm saying, if everything is looking like this, opening trades, unless it's something ridiculously secure, is kind of a risky play. Alright, it's gonna be 1 in a million that's just gonna fly off the handle, but to be honest, the bearish divergence makes it risky. Let's check Bitcoin. Let's see what Bitcoin is doing. Alright, Bitcoin is still struggling around 44,500. Let's see if there's bearish divergence on Bitcoin as well. Man, the 4 hour just keeps on pumping. Ridiculous. No bearish divergence as of yet. But it does look like it has the strength to go and hit $47,000. Okay. Let's remove this. Right. Let's zoom out a bit. Alright. So it might just play out this fractal right here for the next week or two and then hit 47, which is also key. Right? Round about there. That's the key zone. Right? That's the key resistance zone right there. So looking at the 4 hours, it might have a little bit of more strength to go up, but eventually retrace. If you want to make trades, wait for a retrace. It's the best you're gonna do. Right? Actually, the best anyone can do, even myself. Alright. Yeah, it does wants to push up. Alright, YGG. Now watch for this coin. It does look like it wants to bounce, but I'm asking you to watch this because it might just range for a bit, and if it holds this range, okay, 285, 312 and 333, those will be good entry points. Okay, but only partial position size. Okay, why partial position size? Because we need to wait and see what pattern it forms. Okay, we just can't go in blindly, right? Of course, it's not financial advice, but it's just the best way anyone can trade. right? Multiple laddered positions. Multiple laddered positions that will give you the edge, right? So from the bounce, it rejects from there. Let's just say 285 is going to be the first entry. If it double bottoms on 285, most likely goes up, but there's going to be a third confirmation low, right? And then we can just start making our bigger position sizes. But it does look good. YGG is a metaverse project. It's a gaming project, very undervalued because no one wants to talk about it, mainly because it's over $3. But I go by the project, not the price, and it does look like when it bounces it can do at least 170% gains. Okay, so watch for this thing. All right. This is one of the coins that I'm following, and when I do see a trade on it, basically if anything that represents this fractal or something similar to it pattern wise, I can post a trade. So that's why I'm not giving you a confirmation call. I just need to see more price action on it before a call can be made. So I'm just keeping you guys updated and watch it. Alright, now Link still doing his thing. XRP still doing his thing. It's just everything just wants to keep going up though. Everything is following Bitcoin. API 3, nothing big. I want to make a price prediction video on API 3, so watch out for that one as well. Alright? And pray that Bitcoin gets rejected from the zone and comes back down so we get our entries. Right? We do need those. We do need those. Now, keep in mind, if you missed the entry on the stream, please do rewind, and that's important. Okay, because I explained the whole theory on Bitcoin. So watch for that. And oh damn, okay, I missed the entry again. I'll see if I can make a call for it. Need to see more price action to make a call. Alright, but you know what this looks like to me though? By the dip season. Okay, this is a strong uptrend right now, it's following, right? It will go up, get rejected by the fib level, $4 or $5 and come back down. So everything is going to do the same thing. Dusk, I posted a call on this thing. It's still doing the same thing, okay? Still pending. Now it didn't hit the stop loss, but it did come down a bit and just fill the entry, basically, around 55. And just have to be patient and see what it does. But at that point, I do expect a little rejection because 200 moving average is right there. Okay, sometimes it don't, but if you have taken the trade, just wait for it, see if it does something. And if it doesn't go up, your stop loss will be at entry and you can just get stopped out. Syscoin, I did post a trade on this. And look, it's doing the same thing, hitting the 200-day moving average. Alright? So, watch for it. I think it's going to go all the way to the top of this pattern right here and then get rejected from there. Okay, bearish harmonic pattern and then just come back down again. Alright? Tezos, this thing has been non-stop. See, has been ridiculous. It's a good thing I posted the call because that gave over, well, about 50% gains. Gave about 50% gains. So not too bad. I would look for entry on Tezos back around $4 or as close to 4 as possible. Alright, I do think that we can get the entry. Now, just have to wait. Everything looks like a bearish harmonic. Now, even though the market is turning bullish, it kind of looks like a bearish harmonic. So, Hi Stella, thank you for coming in. Hope you're doing good. Right, C98. Now if you want to look for a trade, look for C98. Okay, it's a nice, beautiful, steady uptrend. And I think it still has a little bit of percentage gains left in it. Maybe 20%. Roundabout. Let's just be conservative and post a target here. So 20 something percent. I think you can do 20 something percent. But good entries about 160, 170, somewhere around there. Okay, I think this coin has potential. Right, this coin does have potential. Now if you missed your entries before, right, don't you worry, time market will give you a nice opportunity. Okay, you just wait for the retrace, be patient, because the next move that comes out of these altcoins is going to be the one that you need. All right, let them break out their patterns and then set a higher low and you just grab it. Okay, so for example, if you miss the entry on C98, you don't want to take a trade because it's already moved up too much. Wait for it around there. Okay, 170, 160, 180. That's my personal buy zone for trade. And this guy, and just wait it out. I don't think it's going to take 3-4 months to do what it wants to do. And I have a price prediction video on it that you can go back and watch to explain why I think it can go. I actually like it. Plus they had recently released some news, which I think is pretty bullish. Okay, but it's already moved and I'm personally waiting to see where it gets rejected from and gives me a nice little pattern to trade it. Alright, Stella, I did go over BTC. Okay, I think there's a chance it wants to hit 47k. Okay, but then taking any trades, I would say wait for a retrace. Right, I'm not bearish on Bitcoin. I'm just going trade by trade, day by day. Okay, whatever the charts show me, because they do change. They do change quite a bit. Alright. But if you do have any other coins that you want me to take a look at, I'll be happy to do so. Okay. Now I'll give you my honest opinions that are on Bitcoin. I do want it to drop, retrace a bit, so it can cool off and give us a nice little secure entries on our trades. Okay, that's what I'm hoping for on Bitcoin. Right. Now, Shiba. I want to take a look at Shiba. There's some people in Telegram groups that are posting for Shiba to go to the moon. Right? Now, I want you to be very careful with Shiba. Okay? I'm not hating on it. Okay, don't get me wrong. I'm not hating at all. But I want you to be very, very careful. Actually, yeah, let's delete that one, because I want to explain something to you, and I'm going to go on the daily time frame. I did post a call on it which paid. Okay, I think it paid about 50%, 40%. I can't remember what price I posted it for, but I think around the 40-50% it paid. Alright, now take a look at this fractal right here. This is from Doge. Okay, now if anything has shown us with the Fibonacci's, all these coins that go in and do the same thing. Go back up, go retrace. Now, what people are doing on the Telegram groups is this. They just see this and they point it up to the upside. Okay, go to the moon. New all-time highs. Okay, you know what? Great, it can do it. Will it though? Not so sure. Now, why am I saying this? There you go. It has hit all the fib extensions. Okay, every single one of them. Right? Every single one of them. It's went over slightly as well. So if it does anything like Doge did, all-time highs, which we all know Doge did not do, it did not go back over 74 cents. Okay, I think the best it can do further is about another 28%. Okay, and that is it. I would personally get out. I'm gonna take this trade. If it shows me a good trade, I'll take it and I'll get out. Take my small 28% and get out. Because I don't think what people are saying is okay. I mean, yeah, they have a DEX coming or whatever, but some people are even talking about layer scaling solutions. But well, it just seems odd that a meme coin goes up to do scaling for Ethereum. Well, CPI numbers, I'm not sure how they will affect. I mean, it can go either way at this point. You know, Bitcoin is in a critical condition. Okay, not bearish, not bullish, it's just stuck in a zone. And it can go either way. Now, one thing is for certain is that we need a retrace on Bitcoin. Okay, so the CPI numbers may affect it just slightly, and it goes up to 47K. But I don't think it's going to break 47 and go directly all the way up to 58K, which is my retracement target, right? And I think it needs a retrace, so the CPI numbers may push it up to 47 and then bring it back down for a nice retrace, or it can just have a nice retrace. So either or, the TA plays the same way. Okay, TA plays the same way. Let's check on Matic. And at this point, all these altcoins are at the mercy of Bitcoin. Okay, they're at the mercy of Bitcoin because they all have the same patterns. Now, Matic looks good. Okay, it had a nice retrace, it looks good. But I do think a retrace is in order, so I would look to grab Matic around one. Let's see. My first buy position for Matic would be about 190. That's what I would do because the play's already been made and it does look like it wants to go all the way up to 250 in this move. In this current move, it wants to go up all the way up in here. Right there. Okay? So that's what I would do, and I would wait for it to retrace. Okay? I'll wait for it to retrace, grab it back around $192, and then see if this fractal plays out in the end. It goes all the way up. Now, there is a chance targets for Matic are big, about $6, somewhere around there in the Altseason, but just have to wait. Okay, so that's what I think on Matic. And for Phantom, yeah, Phantom looks good as well, but I think only up to the upside, about 270, 260 to get rejected again, come back down. Now this move is incomplete. Okay, on Phantom it seems incomplete. So that's why I'm not trusting Phantom at this very moment. Alright, there was a rising wedge, it broke to the downside, but it hasn't really gotten its confirmation lows. Okay, so unless it breaks up here 228 and holds it, it cannot break up to 250. Or if it just decides to go up to 250, 270 now, it will come back down. Okay, and I personally want to see 140 for Phantom before I decide to take a trade on it. Okay, now the reason why I'm saying this is the fib levels. Okay, and I think this is very possible. it comes back down to test these lows, because all these coins, before they have to go back up for a nice percentage, they all come back down. Right now, it's also the wave counts on this thing that has kind of gotten me a bit iffy. Right, so it's the ABC correction that is going out, ABC, but inside of a bigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. Sorry, not this one. Hold on. We'll do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you got the 6. Okay, so we got the ABC. B goes all the way to height of wave 4 and then comes back down. The C comes back down, new low in this current move, which will mean it comes back down to about 140 something. Right? It's a possibility, not a guarantee. Or maybe it just decides to go sideways. Okay, either way, I will have to wait for a retrace on Phantom, because see, one other thing that I don't like is the fact that it has a double top on a higher time frame, and I'm worried this is a distribution pattern. Right now, people are very bullish on Phantom, but I did see this on DOT. It got distributed at the end. I did see it on Hex. It got distributed at the end, which means it came back down, way down. And Cardano as well. Cardano took months to come back down in consolidation. Right, but yeah, Phantom is a good hold. Now you can trade on the Phantom network. You can buy some coins. You can stake it. So it's a massive range. It's a massive range. Okay, and I think Phantom has also hit all its fib levels. Okay, or almost there. So it's one of those coins that is, you have to invest a lot of capital to get a lot of gains, or because it's going to move a small percentage, or you just have, this is one of those very lucky coins that's going to end up going to $10. Okay, we don't know. I personally don't think it's going to $10 this cycle. Maybe 5 if you're very lucky, because there is the weekly chart that is overly extended. Okay, now look at this. The bearish divergence is currently playing out. Okay, and it's a descending triangle as well on the RSI. Now that I take a look at it, okay, so we got a flat line right here, and then we got a diagonal right here. Okay, now it's holding the lows, but I'm afraid it's gonna break down. And given the fact that there is bearish divergence, the histogram is coming down as well. Just the red movement has just started, so we'll just have to wait on Phantom. Yeah, Phantom can consolidate between 140, 170 before it decides to either break up or go down. Okay, so it's one of those things. It's a massive range. It's a massive range. Okay, it's a massive range. Now that's why I'm not interested personally in Phantom. Okay, because, well, like I said before, it needs a lot of capital to make a lot of gains, or a lot of luck. Okay, so neither one is suitable for me personally, but the low of this range right here is about 140. Okay, the candle body close is sitting at about 140, so that's where I would look to get it. Now let's say hypothetically your buy order fills at 175 and it still breaks down, it will still go back up and retrace the 175. Okay, so you just have to wait and see what this thing does. If this range holds, it will go back up. If it doesn't, it's a good idea to exit the position, because it's way overextended on the weekly, and once these coins are way overextended on the weekly, it's tough. It's tough to determine if they're gonna keep going up, especially if the fib levels are already hit, right? So alright, I hope that answers your question on this. But yes, Stella, do go back and rewind the stream, because I did explain two possible theories on Bitcoin, which are important to know, because I do think there is a game being played by the market makers, right? So in case that plays out, at this point it's still a theory, because we still need to wait for Bitcoin to see what it's going to do. But in case that plays out, it will not catch you by surprise. Okay, you still have your capital intact. I mean, Matic can go lower than 190. It still depends on Bitcoin. At this point, everything is at the mercy of Bitcoin. Okay, everything is. If Bitcoin breaks below, then I think Matic is going down to about 190, 170. Okay, because I'm praying for this retrace. Honestly, I'm playing for it now, because we do need it. I don't want to post trades for my trading group when I see indicators completely uncertain. Okay, I mean, look at this. How do you make sense of this thing? Okay. Sorry, my computer is running a bit slow today, but look at this. How do you make sense of these things? It wants to go up, it wants to go down, it has to build up the strength. I mean, this is insane. The indicators are topped out. The RSI is saying no, it doesn't have that much strength, it's lacking bullishness. I mean, at this point, all these fractals kind of playing out. Now, these altcoins may not go as low. This is one thing though, the altcoins may not go as low if Bitcoin comes down. There is a chance that the strongest altcoins, they will hold the range. Alright, now we just have to be patient and see what Bitcoin is going to do. I honestly want it to come down and just start this retrace so we can get some nice entries. Did KDA already. Okay, and I said KDA entries will be about $7, $8, round about there somewhere, but on a nice retrace after it goes up. Look, it already hit $10. There's a wick of rejection, and I'm waiting for this kind of fractal to play out at some point. Okay, so we did set a base, we're going high. Now some sort of pattern like this on the fractal will be absolutely beautiful. Okay, it will be beautiful. Now if it comes back down, maybe about $7, that's where I would look to buy KDA. Okay, but I will not negate the possibility of $6. Okay, I will tell you that right now. I will not negate the possibility, just in case if they want to scare us off, give capitulation and all that. You know, I would not be surprised, but this is how I would play. I love KDA. Actually, I was one of the few who found it when it was sitting at 60 cents. Okay, gave this call. It went all the way up to 20 something dollars. It was gorgeous, and I love the project, and I think this is what it's going to do, really, but it needs some time, maybe a month. Link will get its value in time, because people, DeFi hasn't moved, it has been stuck, so that's why people are kind of bored with it. And I think that's why market makers wants to play games, because they want us to just kind of give up and go home, right, and come back and FOMO into their trades and something ridiculous. So that's why I do a lot of TA here. Okay, and I have mentioned Link in the previous video. I've explained the TA, how it can play out. And so if you want to go back and rewatch a couple of these other videos that I've made in the live streams beforehand, and I'm pretty sure you'll find a bunch of coins, right? That'll be great as well. So alright guys, that is it for today. I just wanted to get you a nice Bitcoin update, because I thought it was very important and kind of the secret that I think that the market makers are playing. Alright, so keep that in mind, keep stop losses, and be patient with your entries. If you don't have any yet, don't just go willy-nilly buying, chasing green candles. Okay, wait for a nice retrace. Of course, none of this is financial advice. I just don't want any of my subscribers to lose any money. Alright, KDA for me, I will not say take profit, but I do think it can go up to $20. Okay, that's my personally. I'll be entering around like the buy zones I mentioned, $6, $7, and I'll be holding up until it goes to $20 because I really think it can. It's a great project, but for your peace of mind, I'm gonna pull the fibs, okay, and my targets for trades are right here. Right, so $14, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, and 21. That's where I would look to take profits on KDA. All right. All right, guys. That is it. Thank you for your time. I love you guys for it. I know most of you are busy, but you still listen to my audios when you drive. So thank you. I love you guys, and stay tuned. Some more videos are going to be coming out with price predictions. Okay, so hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification bell. You will be notified of these videos, and hopefully all these trades will make you a lot of money in the near future. All right. Jackie, hi and bye. It's funny. I love you guys. Okay, stay safe and stay blessed. Okay, I'll catch you in the next live.